I see like the iris. Night King Killer. I see like the iris. Night King Killer. Night King Killer. I see like the iris. Dope hit killer. Puff, puff, pass it. Niggas, what is rubber? Gas tank full. Yeah, I got that smoke. Every melody on fire. I'm that liquid and that dope. All these villains in my closet. It feel like I'm in a coma. I ain't worried about the drama. It smell like a sweet aroma. Anytime they is around me, wanna spit it like they own it. Think they cold, but they not. They just breathing my persona. Yeah, I got my head shaved and my baby hair's laid. Yeah, you know I got it. Everyone say I'm they fade. Didn't grow up in the cave, yeah. Cause it's always sunny, yeah. In a circle where they steal you in the back, 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 back. Down below, set ready, set go. What's next? On my silent flex, silence the F. What that spell sounds like lyrics. Sounds like lyrics.
Got plenty here to say. Every time I try to speak, cut off.
Something I
listen. Oh, you get nervous, I do too. Moving at a pace that won't conduce to the love we should have. You my better half. How we moving now? We ain't gon' last. We should be the cranes, big birds in the sky. Spread our wings long, you my partner for life. Moving so freely, we glide when we fly. Love when we meet, I do not mean to hide. All the emotions and keep them inside. My cup run up over these feelings all over. I'm here like I told you before. Been wanting more. Believe me, I've always been sure. Wonder why I can't speak around you. 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 Wonder why I can't speak around you.
I feel it, my heart, I feel it with you, but I don't know how you feel. Don't know how you feel.
It is the private virtual listening party for my upcoming EP Lotus. I'm so happy to have y'all in the room. Shout out to the people on time. April, I see you, girl. Marcus, I see you. Amma, I see you. And everybody else here so far. I just appreciate you for being here. So this is your not even sneak peek. You're going to hear the whole thing. But this is your early access to my first debut EP. And I'm holding this because I want you to hear it, not just to experience the music, but to also get your feedback on the songs. I'm trying to choose the single before it comes out next Friday that I'm going to push. So with everything that you listen to, like throughout this entire time, I want to see you in the comments. Also feel free to let me know if there's like something that you may not be feeling or that doesn't connect with you. But overall, I'm just so happy for y'all to be here. For those who don't know me that well or need another introduction, it's Lex the Visionary. I'm officially Lex the Visionary now. It used to be just Lex, but you know, we had to make some distinction because there are too many Lexes out here, okay? But before we get started, I just want to take the time to thank my team because this has been a 2-year journey, and it didn't happen without these collaborators in my life. So shout out to Multiband Studios. They just created a studio branch for indie artists to help them be able to more affordably grow their music careers called Jam Sesh. So shout out to that movement that as it goes along, you'll be learning more about it from me and I'm sure from them. And those specific members of my team include Christopher Lane, Atello Midas, Just Original, aka JT. And then for the people who are actually part of the project too, who provided their instrument playing abilities and support vocals, that includes Joshua Five-ish, Zaya Darden, and then also DJ Big Bang. He helped produce one of the songs. And shout out to my on-set team, my producer, Mr. Jesse Jones, who is also my pastor, and then his wife, Miss Philanda Wright Jones, who is doing BTS, guys. So I have a village, and I'm so grateful for the village. And let's get into the project. What's up, Corbin? I see you, Corbin. And then Freestyle Filmworks Studios. What's going on? Welcome to the party. So Lotus. Lotus, if you don't know, it is a flower that represents a lot of different things. It represents rebirth and wisdom and healing. And this EP is only 4 tracks, but it takes you through the phases that I had to go through to really transform into who I am right now in front of you as Lex the Visionary, as a woman. How it all started was I was reaching out to a lot of producers who I knew at the time, and I was just trying to make new music. And when I reached out to Chris, he was the first one to actually ask me, like, hey Lex, beyond just making music, like, what are you really trying to do as an artist? And he challenged me to really think about, you know, whether it was the time for me to look at this as a whole vision. Like, what's your vision? Where are you trying to go? And he was the first one to even mention that. And I said, okay, this is going to be different. So that started the whole creative process. And it's been so fluid. And the dynamic of all of us has been amazing. We trust each other so importantly. And then I guess the first thing that triggered it all was, so this started 2021 in terms of, you know, getting my new team starting to write the project. And the night before I had my first session for Lotus, I was talking to this guy at the time, and he really did me wrong the night before. He disrespected me in a way that was just horrible. And I kept that energy with me into the next day. And I walked into the studio and I was apologizing to Chris and Atello Midas. I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't like my energy to be like this, but this guy got me upset. And they were like, no, like, let's talk about it. Like, you know, having genuine concern, because too, like, when you're holding on to like this certain emotion and everything, you have to let it out. And so I'm happy that they helped me to create a space, or they created a space for me to be able to explain what I was going through at the time. And that whole moment essentially turned into Uncaged. So Uncaged is the first song. It's the big intro song. And it's the song that really helped me to express my anger. So just a little bit about me. I'm someone who used to think that I always had to be the hold it together girl, the girl who was the peacemaker, you know, if I was dealing with something, just not to express it and to, you know, pretty much ignore it and act like everything was cool. And that's how I wanted to approach just dealing with things with this guy. Like, you know, this person did me wrong, and I was like, but no, like, everything will be okay if I just make sure we're cool again. And I didn't realize that it was okay to not be cool anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so Uncaged really gave me that space to break out and just be like, nah, this is how I feel. And it's okay for me to feel this way. So without further ado, this is going to be Uncaged.
Why do I even try? You're not worth my time. You keep telling me lies, all to taste this cherry pie. Tick, tick, ticking time. It's time to strike. Didn't think I'd bite. No, can't calm down. Won't shut me out. Don't switch up now. I'm about to lose it. Honey, you knew this. I'm too exclusive. Cutting my loose ends. How could you do this? Certified foolish. I'm feeling ruthless. You can abuse this. Selfish. You know what? I'ma be selfish. Get out my way, press an eject. Don't like this ride, need a reset. Shifty ass niggas, no respect. Back and forth, backbreaking big stress. Mind bending, time lending. Upset, nigga, I'm upset. Nigga, I'm upset. Twitter little ditty time. Sitting pretty, now I'm really done. Never can't think of none. Nah, I'm feeling. Look at big, watch my old flame dance. Middle finger, do a rain dance. Fan of myself, these some blessed hands.
Emma 1, what's your emergency?
Sweetheart, I've come across a couple guys that aren't really looking too good.
Can you go into detail for me?
Well, I see one guy's leg picking out a bush. Looks like he has third-degree burns and a pretty big calf. Also, he must have had some serious leg days. There's another guy's arm lying about 5 feet away. And, oh God, it's actually detached from his body.
Upset. Nigga, I'm upset. Nigga, I'm upset.
So guys, that was Uncaged. Let me know your thoughts. I see Imani, you thought it was fire. Shout out to Imani in the room. Welcome, girl. Thank you so much for your comment on that. And then Jassy, super dope photographer. Have a lot of amazing entrepreneurs from from hosts and media to dancers to photographers to chefs. Like y'all, all of y'all like inspire me just with your work and just what you do on the grind. So I'm glad I was able to hold this specifically for y'all. But yeah, Marcus, the rage is real. I wasn't playing. And how I was able to write this song was super special. So it was after I had went to Peter Street Station to check out their open mic on a Wednesday night. And, you know, I was still in a state of hurt and disappointment. And I remember just confiding in a friend I was with at the time and just being just so down to the point where they had to like actually drive my car like back to my place because I was just too low to do it. And I continued to stay up that night, 2, 3 in the morning, and just finish writing the song. I was just in a very emotional place, and that's how just all of the verses just finally came out for the most part. So just to show that, you know, feeling can really birth something really beautiful and very therapeutic. So yes, that was Uncaged. So now we are going to move on and go to the next song. And something that I forgot to mention as well during this process of making this EP is that I was in therapy. So, and I've been in therapy for 2 years now. So that issue with that guy actually triggered me to finally start going to therapy, because that wasn't the first time that I had decided to, you know, deal with or talk to somebody who I wasn't aligned with, who, you know, left me where I was. Like I had dealt with a pattern of you know, having relationships that ended in hurt and disappointment. And I said to myself, okay, clearly there's something that I have to fix, right? And so started Uncaged. We express all the anger. It's like a lotus flower, like in the mud, because lotuses grow like in the mud, and then they have to grow through the water, and then finally like come to the surface to really bloom, right? So we're shot out the mud, and now we're in the water still growing. And so Stretch is really that song that I use to admit certain things to myself, to help me heal, to help me elevate past where I was. The first lyrics go, silence used to be my greatest virtue, but silence doesn't work when people hurt you. And so Stretch is a powerful song filled with amazing production, sound design, powerful lyrics, and I just can't wait for you all to hear it. I'm looking at Alma. She said, I love how you switched up the flow from singing and like rap, even have the beat switched up a bit too. Thank you, Alma. I appreciate you. But without further ado, this is going to be Stretch, and I hope to get y'all talked about it.
Okay, new shot, new scope, blue shot, new view, that's a big stop, power moves on a big stock.
Silence used to be my greatest virtue, but silence doesn't work when people hurt you. I feel some fire creeping up my spine, yeah. Heartburn really makes you lose your mind, yeah. Please don't test me. Was you crash? Tell me till you wrecked me. Now you're running up my card note, making payments on something that been broke. Tap my nails irritated. Can't believe you're trying to get reinstated. You know what you did, and I'm sick of it.
New shot,
New shot, new scope, blue shot. I got new fuel, pit stop, power move, red hot, initiated. Stepped into the mirror to get reacquainted. Turned into a boss and now you feeling jaded. I'm the final cut, now you turned into a boss and now you feeling jaded. I'm the final cut, now you can't recreate it.
Affiliate, all of my affiliates. I'm not gonna make a mess, and I'm not gonna alleviate. And I'm gonna take, and I'm making that. Woman, I forgot the strap. Woman, I forgot the strap.
What up, what up, what up? Sorry if I wasn't quite ready. I was reading the comments. And Marcus, you said Slick sounding like Anika. And I said, you mean Nicki Minaj Anika? That Anika? That is interesting. Talk to me more about that. Type why. I need to know why. Shout out to the people who just entered the room. Jameer. What's good, Jameer? Also, I think my girl Shay is in here because she says Big Flex, and she's the only person who calls me Big Flex. Again, guys, this is the virtual private listening party for my EP Lotus, and I'm so happy for all of those who are in the room. Please, for those of you who are here, I'm sharing my music, I'm sharing my project early. I want to get your feedback. I want to know what's connecting. I want to know what you think is dope, and just your thoughts in general. So please type them in the comments, communicate with me, interact. But yeah, that was Stretch. Stretch was a song that actually I was the most, it took the longest to finish. I'm gonna just say that. It took the longest to finish. It started from an 8-hour session, our first and last 8-hour session. And the session itself was just always unorganized, and it's such a big song. So the fact that we finished it in the way that it is just really just makes me so happy. And it was really inspired by A couple things, like I love Tyler the Creator and what he does with music in his own lane and how he thrives, and he likes to use a lot of transitionary moments. So that's why that was included in there. At the end, you hear those 808s, and I'm glad that we snuck that in at the end because it's just such a surprise moment. I see people commenting some more. Goosebumps. Thank you, MadJuice23. What's going on? Let me know who you are. I'm not quite sure who that is, but thank you for coming. And then, yeah, beat switch up. Love the outro. Thank you, I appreciate it. Marcus said, okay, Anika because of the background vocals towards the end. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to talk to you about that in person at the show next week, okay? So we're going to keep it moving. So the next song is going to be Friends. And that's F-R-A-N-D-S. And so where are we now with this song? So we expressed our anger, right? We let that out because we know this is okay. I'm in a space where I'm learning that it's okay to be the many sides of me and to express the many sides of me. I'm having this self-reflective moment of realizing, okay, what am I doing that keeps putting me in this spot of being hurt and disappointed? How do I need to change to make sure I can move past it? And so whenever we're in those spots where we're looking in the mirror, right? We're looking in the mirror and we're dealing with ourselves. It's so important to be surrounded by community and to be surrounded by love and grace. And I'm definitely somebody who is learning how to start doing that. I'm someone who's very independent, very just like, very like if I need to do it and if nobody else is gonna do it, I'm gonna do it type person. But as I've been growing as an adult, as who I am, I've been just really learning that it's okay to not always carry the burden. And if I'm going through a dark time, to reach out to friends. And Friends I started writing it in 2021 during a time when I didn't have my inner circle quite yet, and I was craving it. For those who don't know, I'm originally from the DMV area. Shout out PG County, Maryland. Born and raised all day. And you know, I have my immediate family still back there. I have a great group of friends, high school friends back there, but I still didn't solidify my group of Atlanta people, right? And despite knowing, you know, a lot of people, meeting people over the years, and this is year 5 that I started writing Friends. I've almost been here for 7 years now. So I was in a place where I was just craving, okay, damn, like I wish I could have those people to call on, you know, for anything or whatever. And so this song was something that I wrote just hoping that that would happen. And I'm thankful that it has now. I can definitely say that my inner circle is on lock, and that I am just in general, because you have to be just selective of who I call my friends and who are close to me. So I can't wait for y'all to hear it. Again, let me hear your thoughts in the comments. This is going to be Friends.
When you're looking up at the after party or the backyard Barbie, or your backseat crying, do you have somebody? When you're looking around, are the eyes that stare really the ones who care? Especially when you haven't got nowhere. Truth is, life's a lot. Sometimes you finna get caught. Discombobulated or not, it's nice when you're around the people you want. It don't matter the place. It don't matter the place. It's the place. No matter the place. I'm with my friends. I'm with my friends. I'm with my friends. I'm with my friends. Are you about to pop, and your fist is is shaking, straight Catley quaking like a mushroom cloud. Am I gonna make it? Is you feeling mad? Lost, swirling in the cycle, straight to press the cycles. Some days I can barely fight through. Life's a lot, sometimes you finna get caught. Discombobulated or not, it's nice when you're around the people you want. It don't matter the place, it don't matter the place, no matter. I'm with my breath, I'm with my breath, I'm with my breath, I'm with my breath, I'm with my breath.
All right, y'all. So that was Friends. That was the studio version, official studio version of Friends. Again, this is the private virtual listening party for my Lotus EP coming out next Friday on May 12th. Yes, Gabriel, you said you're biased. That's your jam. Yes, girl, you've heard that a couple of times live. And also, just a quick thing, I'll be announcing this again, but I will be performing at the Down and Dirty Season 3 finale next week, Wednesday, May 10th, okay? It's going to be at 901 Donald Lee Hollowell, Atlanta, Georgia, okay? I'm going to be posting it all over on my Instagram, but April BTV, that is her show, so shout out to her for inviting me to be a performer again this year. Let me see. I'm looking at the comments. Look at the comments. Marcus said a nice little summer bop. Yes, beach trip with the friends. It's definitely, when I was thinking about that, I was definitely thinking about Miami. So I would love to shoot a video in Miami for it. I want to shout out Janae Humphrey. I met Janae a few days ago at the Girls in Guitar Showcase. So Janae, I'm so happy to see you in the room, girl. Thank you so much for coming. Imani said ready to be outside with friends. Yes, ma'am. Amma said the beats fire, definitely a summer and island vibe. Thank you guys so much. So yes, Friends is super special, and it's spelled specifically that way. I think this is the first time I've mentioned it in all of the parties that I've had, but whenever I'm in a space of true gratitude for my friends, I say it like, oh, I just love my friends. Like, I say it like that, like how it's spelled. So that's why I chose that specific spelling for the title. Oh, alrighty. So we have finally come to the last song, and it's called The Last Time. Now, The Last Time is a song that is really the perfect, like, full circle breath, we're moving on type of thing. So the other songs were in motion, and then one of the members on my team, Atelo Midas, he really spearheaded it because he just felt like, you know, there needed one more song to end the project. And it's very raw, it's very stripped down, and it's come to this point where, okay, we're on this journey, you know, friends, like, we're still going through some tough times, but, you know, we're learning how to get through it with our people. And now I'm in this space where I'm finally moving past what I've been through, right? So The Last Time, all of the first 3 songs were written, or at least for the most part written, in 2021. And The Last Time was actually written and recorded in 2022. And so this is the reconciliation, okay, like, it's time to evolve and finally become this new self. And it hits me every time. It's a song that's very special, and I hope you all feel it. I hope you all feel it. So prepare yourselves. This is going to be the last time. Hope you enjoy it.
Tears in my eyes, many, many nights had to find. Tears in my eyes, I've had to cry 1,000 times. This won't be my last time. Last time. Last time. Feelings always run away. Sorry that I couldn't stay with you. I couldn't stay with me. Wasn't meant to be. I've been going through it. I've been going through it.
Dear Lexi, living in the summer of '04. Oh, I wish I could tell you that you wouldn't have to go through things. that you didn't have to see what you're gonna see and feel what you're gonna feel. That the biggest worry you'll ever have is watching your 6-year-old brother at Watkins Park, hoping he doesn't leave your sight, even though mom or dad is there watching too. Someday you're going to reach a point where you feel like you have to be the peacemaker, and unfortunately, at the cost of your own peace. You'll spend too much time secretly breaking on the inside, wishing you felt comfortable enough to say how you really feel. I know you've done it a few times already. And I know you don't know better. You were never taught better. You're taught to obey, which will turn into pressure, which will turn into craving acceptance, which turns into losing yourself. But not for long. What I want to tell you is that it's okay to feel. It's okay to feel sad. Or betrayed. It's okay to be angry with someone and tell them and then keep your distance. It's okay. It's okay if it hurts too much. If it hurts too much. It's okay if you're feeling any one of those things right now. You don't have to force yourself to be otherwise. Because that's not real. You can be that girl. Because that girl is you too, and she's still valuable whether people like her or not. Always remember that. Always remember that.
I'm coming! All right, everybody. So that was The Last Time, and that is the full project from beginning to end. I was looking at the comments as it was going. Thank you, Imani and Janae. They said this is beautiful. I have a wow. I have Amma saying good meditative and reflective song. Marcus saying makes you want to just close your eyes and escape to another space for a moment. Yeah, and to be honest, like, I hope when people listen to this song, that it is a time for them to think inwardly, to vibe inwardly, to whoever it speaks to, because that was not probably, what am I saying? It was the most healing song that I've written. And how it was recorded, it was just so amazing because my team, again, shout out to my team. And Telemitis is in the room actually too. He and JT Chris, like, So JT, he's an amazing pianist, and he was just playing the piano. And this was actually my first time ever like vibing with him with piano. And the telemantis was, you know, feeding me some lyrics and everything, but it was just so free form and freestyle overall. And I think what we came to with it is just so beautiful. And so I hope with that song for not only people to be impacted by it, but to also do just really good, like self-reflective, like mental health related events with it too. So I have a lot of things happening in my brain with it. So yeah, that is the Lotus EP. Yo, y'all, we're not done yet. So now we're at the time where I need your help. So I've been seeing everybody's feedback and everything, but I need to know, guys, what did you think is the single? What do you think is the song that I should promote first that's gonna be like, yo, like, Lex, this is gonna like get you there? So if it's Uncaged, put a number 1 for Uncaged. Put a number 1. If you think it's Stretch, the movie type song, put a number 2. And then if you think it's Friends, put a, wow, put a 3. Put a 3, not a 4, put a 3. The Last Time, that's just going to be a very special song on its own. But again, put a 1 for Uncaged, put a 2 for Stretch, put a 3 for Friends. Goodness gracious, y'all, I can count. I went to school, I got my degree, I did it all, okay? Okay. Marcus said my ranking would have to be, The Last Time, Stretch, Friends, and Uncaged, although I feel like Friends would be more of a single release before the official. Okay. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. Vic is in the room. Vic, what's going on, Vic? Shout out to Vic in the room. He said 3. I got a lot of 3s. Okay. I know there are still other people who haven't responded yet, so I'm watching you trickle in. I want to see. What is it going to be? 1 Uncaged, 2 Stretch, 3. I had a brain fart. 3 Friends. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna have y'all continue to let me know what y'all think. And to move things right along, I just want to say this, just, you know, as an artist, I've been in Atlanta for almost 7 years now, just going after this, and it's just been such a windy road. And I think people, especially this group, you know, entrepreneurs, both creative and non-creative, we go through so much as we're believing in ourselves and rooting for ourselves, and things could take a turn at any moment, things could pivot, you know, it's like this, you know, it's like this. And but I'm so grateful for the journey that I've been on, and I feel like I'm in a space too where I feel so secure and aligned in my path as an artist. And with everything that I do, I want to be able to always write and put out music from the most genuine and authentic place. And I know, because I just had my listening party for musicians on Sunday, that's ultimately what we want to do. We want to be able to put the things out that we enjoyed making and enjoy writing. And all of us have, you know, a specific gift and things about us that we're supposed to place there, right? And our gifts are not for ourselves. We're supposed to serve people through who we are. But the beautiful part is that our gifts can come back, but in a different way. And I say it like this, real quick. I had a really, really good friend of mine who I consider a family member. He reached out to me on Sunday after coming to the family and friends listening party that I had. He was the one who had his daughter played the inner child version of me on The Last Time. And he's much older than me, and he expressed to me, he took the time to not only congratulate me for the project and all that stuff, but he told me that he's going through his own, you know, mental health journey. He just got a therapist 6 months ago, and he was saying how watching my virtual listening party and seeing me continue to go the way that I am has actually inspired him to get back to his own creativity in the music sense. So he's a big time animator. He's worked on all these Marvel movies. I actually lived with him and his family for 3 years When I first got to Atlanta, my first year here was horrible. And I came to a point where I was pressed to find a place to live. And they opened up their doors for me to live in their unfinished basement. It wasn't ideal. And it was actually really tough for me to accept to have to move there at first. But they have become such amazing supporters and honorary family members. And he gave so much to me during that time. So for him to call me and be older than me and established and to say like, hey, I'm inspired and impacted by you. And I see that also my daughter is too. Like, I want to do something about this. I want to get back to that side of myself that feels fulfilled and that makes my kids excited and alive. And I want to create this studio. So guys, just as we continue to go towards our own paths, whether it is whatever art form you do, your voice, it's so important to remember that if you're not enjoying it, if it's not touching someone on the other end, then you're doing it wrong. But there is room to get realigned, right? So thank y'all just so much for joining me. If you care to invest into my journey as an artist, because I am independent, please do donate to my Cash App. It is hashtag. Forgive me, y'all. It's money sign Lex the Visionary with 2 Y's. If you would like to contribute in that way, anything will go to my music career, the marketing, the arts, the creation of more music, and all of those things. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, finally, just as a closer, again, my EP comes out next Friday, May 12th. Please be ready to download, stream, all those things. I've pinned it at the top so you can pre-order. And then again, for anybody who's interested in seeing me perform live, I'll be performing live next Wednesday night on May 12th at the Down and Dirty Season 3 finale here in Atlanta with my girl, Avril BTV. She's amazing. I love that girl. And it's going to be a great time. So if you would like tickets, yo, message me on Instagram at Lex the Visionary. Follow me at Lex the Visionary. It's on every platform, or you can text me or whatever. If you have my number, I will show you where to get the tickets for it, okay? I saw a few more comments coming in. Mads, you said personal ranking, Stretch, The Last Time, Uncaged, and Friends. Okay, dope. And Marcus said, you never know how God will set things up for you. Praise him in the hallway while the room is getting you. Marcus, you better. Okay. I love it. Again, thank you all so much for experiencing this moment with me. This was the final one. And we've made it to this finish line. It's now time to start to make it to another one. Until next time, y'all stay blessed. And yeah, thank you so much.
Caught a case of the blues, heated like it's new. How could I get fooled by you? Yeah. So pressed I couldn't see your wrinkles. Hot steam caught every crinkle. I should've stayed single because I gave so much, barely anything in return. Need to learn surrender. My love is earned, not to flaunt. And every simple mind with a complex. Why I got to fall for it. Timber down, you knocked me to my last bit. Didn't bother to collect the pieces. All I ever really want is EFFORT. I've heard it don't take much. It don't take much. EFFORT. I've heard it don't take much. It don't take much. EFFORT. I've heard it don't take much. It don't take much. EFFORT. Effort don't take much. Loving is my favorite. so we dry it out. Yeah, dried it. Excuses never excuse losing you. Oh, it wasn't with. Dirt all on my tennis shoes, biting nothing, just so what I'm with. All I want is EFFORT-da. Effort, it don't take much. It don't take much. EFFORT-da. Effort, it don't take much. It don't take much. EFFORT-da. Effort, it don't take much. It don't take much. EFFORT.